there! I thought today we would try a recipe for us in the United States for Thanksgiving. For some of you, maybe you would do this for Christmas. Maybe you associate turkey with Christmas. But I thought we'd try a recipe that I have written about in a blog post on my website, wartimewisdom.com, for mock turkey, affectionately known as murky. So it doesn't sound very good, does it? But this is actually a very delicious recipe that's like a stuffing. And I think it's awfully clever that the homemakers during World War II had this idea when they couldn't get turkey to take something like stuffing and the flavors of that and the seasoning, sage, and things that you associate with turkey and make it into the shape of a turkey so that they could have something to remind them of it when they couldn't get the real thing. This, with a food processor, is very quick and easy. The World War II homemakers would have probably had to use a grater or a box grater or something and do everything by hand that way. But with the food processor, you could do this in a hurry. So I'm going to show you how to make the mock turkey or murky. And the original recipe calls for sausage meat, so I don't eat pork sausage. So if you can find, if you eat pork and you use pork sausage, it's just a pound of sausage meat. If you don't eat pork either, you might be able to find some substitute around your area. If not, I'm going to show you how I make my own using beef. You could use ground chicken, ground turkey, whatever you want. We just think it's good with ground beef. So what we do is we start off with 1 pound of ground beef, and then let me show you how to season it. So this is how we make mock sausage that we're going to put with our mock turkey. Okay, so here you can see the 1 pound of ground beef. I'm going to add 1/2 tablespoon of brown sugar. You can also use a 1/2 tablespoon of maple syrup if you prefer. And then I'm going to put in 1 teaspoon of sage. This is just regular ground sage. And we like, well, especially my husband likes extra sage, so I'm doing a little bit of a heaping teaspoon here. All these things can be done to your taste, and if there's some other particular seasoning you like in your sausage, you can add it, or if there's something you don't like, you can take it away. So this is how you can really customize what you like. A teaspoon of basil, a teaspoon of salt, a 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, a 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, and I'm just going to eyeball this, a 1/4 teaspoon of marjoram, a 1/4 teaspoon of thyme, and just a dash or a pinch of cayenne. That's all there is to it. Now all we need to do is just mix this up thoroughly. If you have time to let it wait, if you could do it ahead of time and give the flavors a chance to meld for a while, that's great. But if not, don't worry about it. You can just go ahead and make your murky with this sausage. Okay, so now the beef sausage is ready. So all we have to do is add a pound of breadcrumbs. This is from a Hovis style wheat germ bread that I made, and I wrote how to do this. It's an English or British bread that's very popular, And I have a recipe on my website in one of the blog posts on how to make this Hovis style bread. It's on a blog post about sandwich fillings. So you need a pound of the breadcrumbs. You need 2 large onions grated, and I've got 1 white onion and 1 red onion. And then you need 2 large apples grated. I used red sweet apples, and I left the skins on, but you don't have to. You can take them off or however you want to do it. And then you need some salt and pepper to taste. And 1 sprig of fresh sage that is finely chopped. I keep this growing in a little garden beside our house. It just grows, it's perennial here where I live. So it's very easy to grow if you want to keep it. You could always leave it out. You could also use maybe a teaspoon of dried sage or just do it to taste. This recipe is very forgiving. So I'm going to mince up the sage and I'll be right back. Okay, here is everything ready for the murky or the mock turkey. This is a large bowl. I don't know how well you'll be able to tell, but you do need a rather large bowl to mix this up. It makes a lot. And all I'm going to do is mix this up. I'll get it started here with this spoon, and then I'm eventually going to mix it with my hands. Clean hands are the best tool probably for this kind of job. And then we're going to just shape it into the shape of a turkey as best we can. And I have 2 parsnips that are pared, and they will be for the turkey legs. So I'll just mix it together, sort of the way you do a meatloaf or a dressing kind of stuffing. And your pan should be very lightly greased or oiled. This is going to be a big murky. Okay, so I'm going to switch to my large flat pan. So I'll have room because this fits in here. If you want to make the stuffing and you don't need for it to look like a turkey, a mock turkey, then this sort of dish would be great. This is not quite as big as a 9x13 casserole dish, but I'm going to switch over to a larger platter that I can put the turkey legs on for. So let me do that and I'll be right back. Okay, I moved it to the bigger dish, and you can see I shaped it, and I used 2 parsnips put in the back here to look like turkey legs. And then the last thing you have to do is put streaky bacon over the top. And a pound of bacon during World War II would equal 4 people's weekly rations. So that helps to make it more moist and seem more like a turkey. So I'm actually cheating and I'm using turkey bacon. So if you do that, yours really will taste like turkey. So there it is, all ready to go, and all you have to do is pop it in the oven at 350 degrees, that's about 180 degrees Celsius, for 1 hour, and you will have your own mock turkey or murky. And it's very delicious, and even if you're going to have turkey or some other meat for the holidays, this would be a great side dish. You don't have to make it look like a turkey. If you try it, enjoy. Okay, here's the finished murky. See what it looks like. And show you the inside.